So this is the directions page for your main idea and details activity that I passed out to you when you were in class. So you should have, double check right now, you should have an article, you should have a graphic organizer that says main idea at the top, and you should also have a rubric that tells you what I'm grading you on for this assignment. You also should have 5 sticky notes on the front of your article that I passed out to you as well. So double check all of those things right now. If you're missing any of those things, stop the video right now, email or message Mrs. Thomas on Schoology or through email and ask her what to do next or what you can do instead. But if you have all those things, I want to go over the directions with you of what you'll be doing for this assignment. So number 1, you're going to read the article you've been assigned either out loud to another person or to yourself, or you can read it in your head. You're not going to just skim it or scan it. You're going to read the entire article from the beginning to the end. This should take at least 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how fast of a reader you are. Take your time. There's no rush. You have time to do this. What I'd like you to do next, after that, is to read the article a second time. But this time, I'd like you to use all 5 of your sticky notes. And we've been practicing annotating the text to help us find the main idea over the last few weeks in class. So this should hopefully be a skill or an activity that is relatively simple for you. And you're going to use your sticky notes to make connections, ask questions, write down important details, etc. So I would like you to use all 5 of your sticky notes throughout the article, and each sticky note should have an important and meaningful piece of information, question, or connection that you found while you were reading the article. Then, using your paper provided, the graphic organizer, I'd like you to write down your main idea sentence. So this is the sentence that tells you what the article is all about. It's one sentence. It should be a brief, vague sentence. It should include capital letters at the beginning, and it should also include the title of your article. I also want to write here too, make sure to use quotation marks around your title. Okay, so when you are writing your main idea sentence, the title of the article should be around quotation marks, and every letter at the beginning of each word in that article title should be capitalized. So we're going to write that at the very top where it says main idea in that really large box at the top of your graphic organizer. And then after that, go back into your notes, your sticky notes, and see if you can find 3 details or sentences that support your main idea. The details should be word for word and quotation marks around it. So you have 3 boxes on your paper, 3 kind of rectangles that say details. I would like you to write down those 3 supporting details. Now, you're maybe thinking, how on earth do I do that? Well, read your main idea sentence and what it's mostly about. Ask yourself the question, how do you know that? How do you know that this article is about that particular topic? How do you know that that's the main idea? And your response to that should be, oh, I know because of reason 1, 2, and 3. Or other words, detail number 1, detail number 2, and detail number 3. So you should be able to back it up with support and explicit examples from the text that you read. And I encourage you to try your best on this. You might get stumped at a few places and it might be challenging for a few of you, and that's okay. But I'm looking for effort. If you bring back a blank graphic organizer to me and blank sticky notes, I'm going to be very disappointed, and it will affect your final grade for this assignment. Lastly, after you've found your 3 details, there's a bottom box that says summary. Now this is just to practice our summarizing skills that we just practiced last week. The summary section is not graded. However, I would like you to attempt to write a full summary with your main idea sentence and the 3 details that you found. If you don't know how to do that, you're stumped, you're struggling, try your best, write something down. I want to at least see effort from you for that. But again, the summary section of this activity is not graded. I'm just looking at, can you find a main idea, and can you support it or back it up with 3 supporting details? Before you finish your activity, before you start wrapping it up, check the rubric to make sure you've completed what you needed to do. Did you read the article? Did you use your 5 sticky notes? Did you fill in the graphic organizer to the best of your ability in your neatest and nicest handwriting? If you did all of those things, then you are finished. You may put it in your take-home folder and bring it back to school with you to get your grade. I will leave you notes and feedback on how you did on this activity. And again, try your absolute best. If you're so stumped and you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, you can always message me on Schoology or email me with any questions that you have as you work throughout the day. Good luck, have fun, and I'm sure you'll do great.